The former presidential chief of staff and the current culture minister are waiting at the Seoul Detention Center for a court decision. The independent counsel team also summoned the woman at the heart of the scandal, but the question remains, will she appear? Hwang Hojun starts us off.
A Seoul court heard arguments on Friday over whether to arrest former presidential chief of staff Kim Ki-choon and/or current culture minister Cho Yoon-sun. The two are now at the Seoul Detention Center awaiting the court's decision, which could come as soon as Friday night or early Saturday morning. Kim Ki-choon and Cho Yoon-sun both face two charges, abuse of authority and perjury. They are accused of being involved in the creation of a blacklist of nearly 10,000 cultural figures deemed critical of the government, including author Han Kang, who won the Man Booker International Prize last year, and filmmaker Park Chan-wook, who won the grand prize at the Cannes Film Festival in 2004. The list was intended to prevent those on it from receiving state support and sponsorship. Meanwhile, in its afternoon briefing, the independent counsel said it had summoned President Park's confidant Choi Soon-sil, the woman at the center of the scandal, to testify on Saturday on the charge of being an accomplice to bribery.
If Choi Soon-sil refuses again to appear, a warrant will be issued for her arrest. We're summoning her on the charge of being an accomplice to the acceptance of bribes.
Moments later, Choi's legal team said Choi had rejected the summons and that she won't appear voluntarily at the independent counsel's office. Because Choi is not under arrest on a warrant requested by the independent counsel, but rather by the prosecution's Special Investigation Bureau, she's not obligated to submit to questioning on the bribery charge. She has continually refused to appear before the counsel since Christmas Eve, the first and only time she complied with the summons. She cited health reasons, psychological trauma, and insufficient time to prepare for her own trial, leaving the counsel little choice but to get their own warrant if they want to question her. But as the independent counsel team had previously said, a separate arrest warrant request solely depends on Choi Soon-sil's attitude. Watchers are saying a new arrest warrant request is imminent, forcing Choi to appear for questioning and the team being able to keep her up to 20 days. Hwang Hojun, Arirang News.